Hi, my name is Misha and I live in Miami. Please like and subscribe. When I was only 5, every summer my parents took me to this crazy carnival outside the city. And one time I totally got lost in the crowd. It started to rain and I couldn't find my parents anywhere. I thought I'd be stuck in this place forever. That was when another girl my age covered me with her umbrella.
You're getting all wet. Are you alone?
I'm lost.
Don't be scared. I'm here now. I'll help you.
It was love at first sight for me. She was my savior. From that day on, Fiona was always by my side. She could always make me laugh. I loved her so much. The trouble started when we finally got into the same school. We had our first test, a simple spelling bee. I came first and Fiona came second. We were so happy, but Fiona's parents were not. They raged at her in front of everyone.
Why didn't you come first? What's wrong with you? I don't want a stupid child.
It's not like she failed.
Easy for you to say. You're first. You should be like her, Fiona.
That broke Fiona's heart. I showered her with love, chocolates, and gossip till she cheered up. But that stopped working the second, third, fourth time I beat her. The pressure on us rose to a breaking point when Fiona's brother went away to a boarding school on a scholarship. He was gone and suddenly Fiona was all alone with her awful parents. She stopped taking my calls and always came to school with puffy eyes like she'd been crying. In 6th grade, when her scores were even lower, Fiona suddenly took a bottle of water and dunked it all over my head. Fiona?
I wish you didn't even exist.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I'd just disappear.
From that day, a never-ending rivalry started between Fiona and I. She started messing with me all the time. She knew my locker combination and she threw out my books. She even spilled the beans to everyone about the guy I had a crush on. He came to me at lunch and publicly rejected me. I was flaming mad. I ran up to Fiona's table and said, "Fiona peed in bed till she was 11. Just so you all know." Fiona screeched like a monkey and attacked me.
I hate you, Misha.
One day, she crossed all her limits. I found her in the schoolyard bullying some other girl. I pulled Fiona away from her and screamed, "Have you gone crazy? I get that your parents are awful, but stop taking it out on everyone."
Stop acting like you're better than me.
She pushed me and I twisted my ankle so badly I couldn't help it. I slapped her. We started wrestling on the ground when suddenly someone pulled me off Fiona. I gasped when I saw a tall boy version of Fiona in front of me. It was her brother, Henry. "What are you doing here? I thought you left."
Fiona tells me you've become a bully. How disappointing.
She is a bully idiot.
That's when Fiona started crying like a little baby and saying I was evil. Henry totally believed her.
Stay away from my sister, or...
Or what? You'll fight me too? Let's go right now. He laughed in my face.
You're cute. Too bad you're a bully.
So annoying. Suddenly it wasn't me against Fiona anymore. Henry butted in whenever I wanted to make my moves. One day after I found my locker trashed again, I wanted to throw a bucket of soapy mop water on Fiona, but Henry showed up and started pulling the bucket away. We both tripped and got the water all over us. I tried to get up, but I slipped. Henry caught me just as I was about to hit the floor. I looked into his eyes and my heart started fluttering.
What are you both doing?
Fiona was staring at us with laser eyes.
Why are you on my brother?
None of your business.
He is my business. Don't you dare hit on him.
Oh, so this bothered her. I instantly threw my arms around Henry's neck and pulled him in for a kiss. He looked shocked and Fiona let out an ear-splitting screech.
Henry, I can't believe you.
She ran away in tears and Henry was so mad.
Why did you do that?
Revenge. She deserves it.
I'm trying to mend things with Fiona. You know that. You're an even bigger bully than I thought.
Ask any of the students who the bully is. Go on. He stormed away, and I hated myself for feeling a little guilty after the weekend. On Monday, I was called into the principal's office, and to my surprise, Fiona was also sitting inside.
You're in big trouble, Misha. Someone stole the cash from school tips from my office. Fiona tells me it was you.
What? Fiona is a liar. There is no proof. The principal checked my bag and as I expected, no cash. But when he opened my locker, hundreds of dollars just fell out. The witch sneaked the money in.
This is unacceptable. How dare you?
Students gathered around to watch the principal scream at me, while Fiona just smiled.
Stealing this much money and then lying about it? Misha, you're expelled.
That was when Henry came running through the crowd.
Sir, wait. You have the wrong culprit. Misha didn't steal this money. Fiona did.
Everyone gasped. Fiona looked like she was going to faint.
I saw you stealing it. Tell him the truth, Fiona.
Henry, you have to back me up.
And let an innocent person take the fall. What happened to you?
My jaw was on the floor as the principal lost it. He was so mad at Fiona for stealing and making up these crazy lies that he expelled her instead. I was in total shock. Fiona wasn't going to be here anymore.
You've taken everything from me. I never want to see you both ever again.
And just like that, my best friend and nemesis was gone. As the news spread, my classmates started congratulating me for defeating the evil witch, but I didn't feel like a hero. A few weeks later, Henry told me Fiona's parents had sent her away to some boarding school, and she'd even changed her phone number. I'm sorry you had to stand up for me. I know how much it's costing you.
It's my fault for leaving Fiona with our parents. I'm going to transfer back to my old school. I have nothing left here.
I'm still here.
You want me to stay?
Maybe I've just gotten used to having you around. It's not a big deal.
Then why are you blushing?
I covered my face with my sweater. I couldn't like Henry. He was Fiona's brother, but I was helpless. He was really quite adorable. He even cracked the funniest jokes like the old Fiona used to. One weekend I saw Henry walking arm in arm with another girl and I froze. He was dating someone. My feet followed them before I could help it. She hugged him and kissed him on the cheek. Henry.
Misha, what are you doing here?
I was just passing by. I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
This is my cousin.
I was such an idiot. I tried to run out of there, but he pulled me back. He waved his cousin off and turned to me.
So how jealous were you? On a scale of 1 to 10.
0.
I think it was a 9.
No way.
Okay, then you should stop me before I kiss you.
I'm sorry, Henry. I can't do this with Fiona's brother. It's just too weird.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry I asked you not to transfer.
I'm not staying just to date you. I like it here. We can just be friends, right?
I tried my best to keep it like that, but my feelings for Henry just kept growing. When we got into separate colleges, I thought I might finally get over him. But even when I dated other people, I couldn't forget about him. And then one day, he showed up at my dorm at 2 a.m.
I can't hide it anymore. I don't care about our past or about Fiona Misha. I just want to be with you.
How could I say no to that? Henry and I started dating and we got married 2 years out of college. We didn't invite any of Henry's family except Fiona, but of course she didn't show up. That's why we were shocked to see her on our doorstep one day, soaking wet in the rain. Fiona?
I ran away from home. I had to see you both.
We were speechless.
Please, can I come in?
We helped her in and the first thing she did was fall to the floor and start weeping.
I've been so miserable since the day I lost you both. I moved out after college to get away from our parents, but now I just lost my job. I've been living at the homeless shelter for a week, but I just really wanted to see you.
You have no job and no place to live, so that's why you're here.
No, I can go back to the shelter. I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry for everything I did. Even if you kick me out right now, I'll be sorry to you. My whole life, Misha.
I was so uneasy. Henry and I put our heads together and decided to let her stay with us. If she behaved, Fiona was living with us. She was messy, moody.
She's scaring me.
She's already got a new job. She'll move out soon. Okay, I promise. A week later, my doctor told me some amazing news. I was pregnant. Henry went mad with excitement and Fiona cried for 2 days straight.
Your baby is going to be related to me. I love that.
Fiona stayed by me through all my scary and happy moments, and I was almost sorry to see her go when she found her own apt 3 months before my due date. But when she moved out, she changed again. About 2 weeks before my due date, Henry got a call from the hospital.
Hi, you're Fiona's emergency contact. We need you to come to the hospital right away.
What happened?
Your sister is about to have her baby.
Wait, what baby?
Henry and I rushed to the hospital where we found out that Fiona was pregnant. She'd been pregnant this whole time. I couldn't believe it.
She has high blood pressure, so we're watching her and the baby carefully. She might need surgery.
Surgery? Is she going to be okay? How could she lie about this? Oh my God.
I was suddenly in total panic, and that was the moment my body decided to go into labor. But after hours, when I finally held my baby girl, I couldn't stop weeping. Suddenly, Fiona walked in. Fiona! Oh my God!
Can you believe it? Our kids will be birthday pals.
Why? Why did you hide this from us?
I didn't want to guilt you guys into helping some poor pregnant woman. I missed you so much, and I just wanted you to give me a real chance.
You fool! What if something had happened to you? You're so stupid!
I know. I'm so sorry, Misha. I wish I could take all those years back. I was so horrible to you, and I'll never, ever forgive myself.
I can forgive you. I will forgive you. Come here. Forgiveness and understanding are the keys to healing friendships and family relationships. Rivalry and jealousy only cause harm, while love and acceptance help us overcome challenges and restore true connection. Hi, I'm Prisma from California. Please like and subscribe. My sister Juliet and I were born to freakishly rich parents who adored and spoiled us at our lakeside mansion. Even though Juliet and I were twins, people always seemed to compliment me more for my pretty blonde curls and blue eyes.
Look at this beautiful child. She's God's gift to humans.
Of course, both of our daughters are adorable.
Oh, that one's yours too. I never would have guessed.
See what I mean? This didn't change even after we grew up. Over time, Juliet started noticing it too and became extremely competitive, especially when it came to dancing.
Look at Prisma's move. She's so adorable.
She'll make us proud one day.
What? She's dancing like a frog who's holding in a fart. How can you guys be so blind?
I admit Juliet was better than me, but I wasn't so bad. And everyone, including my parents, seemed to agree. But every time they praised me, Julia's butt would light on fire. Not that I cared. I loved the attention. Over the next few years, Juliet and I grew further apart, and by the time we were 16, we were pretty much strangers living under the same roof. She got into dancing, and I fell in love with writing. Things were fine, till one day, Dad lost all his money in stocks, and we had to sell our estate and move to a tiny apartment. Worst of all, I had to share a room with Juliet. Seriously, Mom, I need my privacy. You know that.
It's just for one night. We'll buy you a mattress in the morning, and Juliet can sleep in the lounge.
No way. I need my own room too. If she gets one, so do I.
Please don't be so melodramatic.
Before Juliet could argue more, Mom left. Juliet tossed and turned angrily, but finally fell asleep, and I did too. But a few hours later, I woke up to her screaming.
Ew, I can't believe you still do that.
I felt horrible as I realized the bed was all wet. I had a condition where stress could sometimes make me lose control over my bladder while sleeping. That was my secret. And now, Juliet knew. Shut up, Juliet. It's not a big deal.
Who would have thought Ms. Perfect needed diapers? It's a huge deal. And now you'll do what I say if you don't want anyone at our new school to find out.
You're an awful person.
You don't say. I worked so hard to be this awful, so thank you. For the first time in years, I get to dominate you.
I gave up the room, and Juliet promised to tell no one, but it was so hard to trust her. On our first day of our new school, Juliet and I could feel all eyes on us as we entered, and I heard a few kids whispering about our branded clothes and bags. That's all we had from our life before.
Look at them. They all look. This place is yuck.
Don't say that. It's the best Mom and Dad could do.
You don't have to kiss their butt now they're not around to hear you and pat your back. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck getting through a year in this dump.
Such a brat! Thank God we were in different homerooms. But it was kinda true. The school wasn't half as fancy as my private one back in Malibu. Kids were louder and meaner, and even the teachers didn't seem to care. That day, as I walked back home, I missed my old life and prayed something could magically put everything back in place. I guess God was in a happy mood, 'cause the next day, Juliet gave us the best news we'd heard all week.
I auditioned for the role of dancer in Superstar Karen's next movie. OMG, this Karen doesn't age. I should get her doctor's number. I know I'm, super pretty, but I can be prettier, so why not? Anyway, I got a call back for the second round. How amazing is that?
That's so cool. You totally deserve it.
Stop pretending. I know you're probably just burning inside. Get ready to beg for my autograph.
Geez, relax. Don't be so overconfident, okay?
No one is as good as me. There. This rolls in my pocket. Anyway, I have to practice, so I'll see you guys around.
I was genuinely happy for her, but I just wished something could turn up for me too, especially after I saw how Mom fussed over Juliet. It made me even more jealous than I'd like to admit. Juliet's audition was in a week, and Mom decided it would be a good idea to tag along and cheer her on, despite her protests. The set was huge, and I felt like I'd entered a TV or something. Just then, Karen walked in, looking like a vision, and everyone fell silent. She looked even better than her movies. This woman was a goddess.
Okay, let's get this movie started. Wait a minute, who are you?
I was so lost in admiring her that I didn't realize I was standing in the middle of the scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
No, go back. Could you dance for me?
Oh, I'm not really here for that.
Just give it a try, please.
She signaled for the music to start, and I did what she said. To my surprise, I enjoyed the attention on me, and the camera didn't make me feel nervous. After I was done, Karen took me to her office.
Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a deal. $1 million, and you sign the movie now.
But I've been so out of touch with dance, and my sister's way better. You should give her a chance.
I don't know who your sister is, but no one here is as pretty as you. And I could always train you. Think about it. It's either you or some other girl, but not your sister.
Karen handed me her card and left. And when I turned around, I saw Juliet fuming at me. And when we reached home, she went bonkers on me.
How dare you? This was my chance to shine, and you snatched it away. I hate you.
Listen, I know how this looks, but I didn't think this would happen. And she told me she wasn't offering the role to you anyway. So it's a good thing I got it. We could use the money.
You'll make up anything to justify how selfish you are. If I don't get this role, you can't have it either. And if you take it, I'll make sure you regret it.
Don't threaten me like that. If you were good enough, she wouldn't have chosen me. Okay? Think about that. I knew how Juliet felt, but it was a 1 in a million opportunity. The money would benefit all of us, and it wasn't like she was getting the role. So why couldn't I have it? The next morning, I went to Karen and signed the deal. When Juliet found out, she lost her mind and screamed for hours. But I knew I'd done the right thing for my family, so I ignored her. A week later, we started shooting, and working with Karen was a dream. She was the sweetest. But for some reason, no one else on set agreed with me. One evening, after a late shoot, we talked, and I told her my whole story.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. I come from a poor family too, and I made my way up.
Really? That's so inspiring. I felt so special because she confided in me. But the next day when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads, and she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her. But soon we started with promotion interviews, and there was never a good time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions, but Karen kept butting in.
So what do you love most in the world?
Well, I love
dancing and me, of course. She's my biggest fan.
Yes, but I was saying that my parents
are so proud of her. I took this poor girl under my wing, and now I'll make her a big star. Isn't she lucky?
Karen didn't let me say anything, and the next day, everybody was talking about her big heart. No one was talking about my talent. Great. Now people think I'm some charity case.
Don't overthink it. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow.
I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous, and even started bothering my parents to get their answers.
Are you really poor, or is this just a publicity stunt?
How does it feel to live off your daughter's money?
Well, it's my money to begin with, so I feel betrayed.
What the heck are you doing?
Telling the truth, helping the media. I'm being a responsible citizen.
I dragged Juliet away before she said something to make the situation worse. And a few weeks later, we moved to another place. Lately, the stress had been so much that I was wetting the bed more frequently. I really hadn't expected things to be so hard. A few days later, I was going through the script when I heard noises coming from Karen's office and peeped in to see the writer of the movie crying.
You can't do this. You promised me a better amount for my story. That's why I gave the script to you.
Oh, cry me a river for changing my mind. This is my last offer. Or, I can break your career faster than I break hearts.
But it's not enough. You know how much this story means to me. And I'm knee-deep in debt.
Not my problem. You want the money or not?
The girl left crying, and I entered the room to have a word with Karen.
Stay out of it.
But it's not fair. You can't just take away her hard work and not even pay her well for it. It's just wrong.
Really? Have you forgotten what you did to your own sister? She was the better dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place.
That was different. It was me or her.
And you chose you. You and I are more alike than you think. And time you go snooping around in my business, know this. I will fire you.
You can't do that. I'm the face of your movie, and people would crush you for firing the poor girl.
Darling, everyone is replaceable. Ask your sister.
Karen's words hit me like a hot slap. And for the first time, I thought how unfair I'd been to Juliet. I had to make it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip to the media about how Karen exploited her staff. The news blew up like a volcano, and Karen faced bad backlash. She knew I'd leaked the news, and I was fired on the spot. But I couldn't care less. All I wanted was to make things right, but Juliet was still ignoring me, and I couldn't blame her. How one morning I walked into her room to talk, but she wasn't around, and seconds later, I heard Mom scream. What? What happened? Mom pointed to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet and calling her my replacement. What? I was still reeling with shock when Juliet walked in. Juliet, I know I'm probably the last person you trust, but working with Karen will destroy you. She's just using you to teach me a lesson.
Fine by me. You do need a few lessons. Like, you're not the only dancer in the world, and I'm far more talented. Heck, if people knew your little secret, you wouldn't have even made it this far. Now stop being annoying or I might tell it to the press.
The industry runs on gossip. Sure, people will talk about me for a few days, and then what? They'll forget about it. But working with Karen will make you miserable. Don't do this.
I'll do anything I want. Now get out of my way. I have a plane to catch.
Despite my parents' pleas, Juliet left and we didn't hear from her for weeks. Slowly, I got back to my studies and managed to pass my high school. But we were running out of money, and I needed something to keep afloat. So I decided to apply for small roles in movies. A few days later, one of the old writers on Karen's set called me and said she'd recommended me for a role in the movie based on her script. It did well, and I started getting more offers. Slowly, the money started rolling in, and we moved to a better place. I even saved up enough to put me through a writing school, and things were fine, except Juliet was still in the back of my mind. And then one day, while I was leaving for work, Mom came running in.
It's Juliet. She's in jail.
What? Mom told me that Juliet was involved in some embezzlement scandal with Karen, and they'd been arrested. We went to the police station with a lawyer to bail Juliet out. My parents seemed to forgive her instantly, but I was still mad at her.
Prisma, there's a lot I need to say, but I don't know where to start.
How about sorry or thank you?
I am really sorry. I was blinded by all the glamour and a chance to be better than you for once. Karen treated me just like you said, and she'll get powerful lawyers and get herself out of this mess. But I'm stuck in it now. You don't have to believe me, but I'm innocent.
I tried telling you she's a witch, and I think I do believe you.
Do you think you can forgive me? I will never even mention the word diaper in front of you.
Shut up! I'm better now, and it might take some time to fix things between us, but let's get this mess sorted first. And I'm happy to have you home.
Hi, I'm Irina from Russia. Please like and subscribe. My mom gave birth to 2 identical twins, me and my sister Rita. Unfortunately, we were only a month old when my parents divorced. Mom took Rita to the city while I stayed in the village with Dad. Dad was my only friend because growing up I was super shy and preferred to read and write stories in my journal than play with other kids.
Are you sure you want to spend another Friday night alone, sweetie?
Don't worry, Dad, I'm fine. Aren't you happy I'm not going to any wild parties or dating any boys? Then one day when I was 16, I got a strange visitor.
Hi, Irina. Oh, you're all grown up now, and so beautiful.
Thanks. Do I know you?
Wow. I guess your dad never mentioned me much or kept any pictures. I'm your mom.
Huh? You're joking, right? But she wasn't. Instead, Dad came over and the 2 of them sat down with me in the living room.
All right. I let you come over because you said you had an emergency. So what's going on?
It's Irina's sister, Rita. She's a model and makes a lot of money, but she started struggling with mental illness and suddenly quit. Now, if she doesn't complete her contract, we'll be sued for a crazy amount of money. Irina has to fill in for her. No one will know. I may have to trim her bangs a bit, though.
Wait, what? This is the emergency?
What a stupid and twisted thing to ask your daughter that you haven't seen in 16 years. Get out of my house right now.
They started arguing and I didn't know what to do, so I just slipped out of the room and tried to calm myself down. But Mom just wouldn't give up. And the next day she made me a crazy offer.
Your father mentioned you write stories and that it's your dream to become a famous author. What if I told you I knew an agency that could publish your work and pay you a fortune?
How could I say no to something like that? After that, I convinced Dad to do the modeling contract, and finally he agreed. So I moved to the city where Mom and Rita lived in a mansion. Mom greeted me at the door and hugged me tightly. I still wasn't entirely comfortable with her, but it was nice to feel welcome.
You'll meet Rita later today. She doesn't leave her bedroom. She even has dinner there.
You mean I'll only see her if I come upstairs with you? Doesn't she ever leave the house? Mom didn't answer. She just snapped her fingers and ordered some servants to get me settled in my room. God, this place was so different from what I was used to. And I was curious to meet my mysterious sister, too. That evening, I was reading in my room when I heard a scream outside my room. I went into the hallway to find the maid covered in food. That's when I also saw Mom and Rita.
I told her I wanted pizza for dinner, not these soggy vegetables.
Of course, baby. Our mistake. But pizza's not good for you right now. We'll get you the tastiest salad ever. I'll give you a raise, all right? I can't have another servant quit because of her.
You always do this. Mom, I don't want a salad. If I don't get a pizza right now, I'll take all of your gold jewelry and give it to the neighbor's dog to chew on and then throw up.
Excuse me, but don't speak to your mom like that. And you certainly didn't need to throw food at your maid.
This is my twin sister, Mom. She has a lot of nerve for a house guest. Also, we may look identical, but her skin is way more blotchy than mine. You should tell the photographer that beforehand.
Geez, this girl was something else. I went off to bed after that, and Mom told me not to take Rita's behavior personally.
I just want her to be happy and healthy.
The next day, I arrived on set, when suddenly I noticed everyone glaring at me and whispering angrily. What was going on? Hey, why is everyone here giving me dirty looks? Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, you're here? I thought you quit after you humiliated me in front of thousands of people. Also, you bullied every single person on set since you started working here, Rita. They were hoping they'd never see you again after you left.
What? I bullied everybody here? And what did I do to you? I mean, I didn't take my meds this morning, so I forgot what happened. Can you remind me?
Ugh, give me a break!
Rita had apparently done a lot of horrible things because every person around me acted like I was some kind of monster. I called Mom and told her what had happened.
You must have spoken with Vlad, Rita's coworker and ex-boyfriend. She dumped him publicly during an acceptance speech for an awards show and said some mean things. Just focus on your work, honey. He's not your problem.
I knew Mom was right, so the next day, I ignored all the death stares and kept to myself. But later that afternoon, Vlad and I had to do a photo shoot together. The photographer was about to start when suddenly she started freaking out.
I cannot work like this. Vlad, how much weight did you gain? The costume designers worked really hard and you. Ugh, forget it. I'm requesting a different model.
What? Why? We've been rehearsing this for weeks and I haven't gained any weight.
He really does look great. Maybe his suit just has to be tailored a bit. The photographer wouldn't listen, and Vlad stormed off with tears in his eyes. Vlad, don't listen to that photographer. You're in great shape. I don't get why she had to be such a jerk.
Well, she wasn't totally wrong. I have put on a little weight. I'm surprised you didn't make fun of me about it.
Have I made fun of your body in the past?
You made fun of it in front of thousands of people. During your award speech, you said you were dumping me because I didn't have abs anymore.
Wow. Well, I'd like to apologize for that. The truth is, I think you're really brave for doing a job like this. I hate having my picture taken. I mean, even though I'm a model. The point is, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I really didn't expect an apology from you. We're still broken up, but thanks for that.
After our talk, Vlad was nicer to me, which made my job a lot easier. One day, I headed to the den to watch some TV when I saw Rita sitting on the couch. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? This is my house, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought you never came out of your room.
I don't. But my room doesn't have a TV, and I like watching Luna videos on a big screen.
You watch Luna Avatar too? They're my favorite YouTube channel. Their stories are what inspired me to become a writer.
Yeah, I don't care. You can watch with me as long as you keep your mouth shut.
I decided to take the opportunity to spend time with Rita. She obviously had some issues, and I was curious to know more about her. As we were watching videos, Rita's phone suddenly rang, and she looked annoyed.
Why is Vlad calling me?
My heart started racing as Rita answered the phone. Apparently, Vlad had called to ask her out to coffee.
He said he's glad we're getting along better lately, and that I seem happier and healthier. Did you flirt with him or something?
What? No, we're just friendly coworkers.
Listen to me. At your job, you're not Irina. You're Rita. And Rita doesn't want you talking to Vlad at all. I still love him.
You love him, and yet you dumped and publicly body-shamed him? Look, I'm not interested in your ex-boyfriend, but I'm allowed to be his friend. He's not your property, and he deserves to be around someone who doesn't mistreat him. I left before Rita could answer, and the next morning at work, I told Vlad I was sorry if I was rude to him on the phone and that I was happy to hang out.
I really don't have time for your games, Rita.
I'm not playing games, dude. Just whatever you do, don't call or text me on that number again. I got a new number. I convinced Vlad to let me buy him coffee, and as we were walking to a cafe, I saw a lady come up to us with a little girl behind her.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but my daughter is a big fan, and I wanted to say hi. She's just a little shy.
You don't have to feel shy. I'm just a normal girl at the end of the day, like you.
Did your mom buy you this pretty scarf?
Actually, I got it as a present from my agency. Do you want it? I think you'd look even better in it than I do.
No, we can't possibly accept that from you.
Rita, that scarf cost thousands of...
It's okay. Really, I want her to have it. The girl was starry-eyed, and her mom thanked me over and over.
Wow, I can't believe you just did that. You've changed a lot during your vacation, haven't you? Are you in therapy now or something?
I guess you could say that. Vlad insisted on buying me coffee instead of the other way around. And I even got some free pastries since the cashier was also a fan of Rita. I was living like royalty, pretending to be her. And my life as a model just kept getting better. I was getting huge business deals because everyone was amazed at how Rita had apparently made a comeback. But my success drove my sister totally wild.
You're just living your perfect life, aren't you? Oh no, wait! You're living my life!
The only reason I'm even here is because you sabotaged your career with your awful behavior. Rita just threw a pillow at my head and walked off. What a brat. As more time passed, I also started hanging out with Vlad, and we became really close. But I was always hesitant to tell him about my real identity. One night, he walked me home, and when we arrived in front of the house, he took my hand, and I felt my knees go weak.
I had such a lovely day with you. You seem a lot happier and healthier lately. Or maybe I'm just seeing a different side of you.
Suddenly, he leaned in to kiss me, and I found myself pulling away. Vlad, I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you.
What do you mean? I want to give us a second chance. 'Cause you're the new you.
I know. But things with me are more complicated than they look. I have to go, I'm sorry. I quickly snuck inside the house, but when I closed the door, I saw Rita leaning against the wall, and she looked enraged.
I saw you two from my bedroom window. Irina, I told you to stay away from Vlad. I know we haven't grown up together, but you're still my sister, and sisters don't steal each other's boyfriends.
I'm not stealing anything from you. He tried to kiss me, and I refused. But if you still love him, you should reach out and apologize.
Do you think I haven't done that? He won't take me back, Irina. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am trying to work on myself and become a better person. Hurting Vlad was the biggest regret of my life.
I didn't know how to respond to that. And as I lay in bed, I felt torn about what to do. I did have feelings for Vlad, and Rita had been horrible to him, but I still didn't want to hurt her. So the next day at work, I told Vlad I only wanted to be friends.
But why? Is there something you're not telling me?
It's just that. Suddenly, I saw something that made me forget what I wanted to say. The director was putting an envelope next to my purse, and it had my name on it. I left Vlad right away to see what it was. Excuse me, what's in this bag?
The menu for your new diet.
What do you mean I have to drop some weight?
That's ridiculous. We've given you this diet many times, and you are fine. So, can you do your job and follow this diet, or are you going to go crazy and have a mental breakdown again?
I felt like the ground beneath me had collapsed. This was how the agency had treated Rita when she was here. No wonder she'd been struggling. I had to see her right away. I went home and knocked on Rita's door, but there was no answer. Then suddenly, I smelled something weird coming from underneath the floor. So I opened the door and my heart dropped. Rita's entire bedroom was covered with dirty plates, and there was food under her bed that she'd snuck in from the kitchen. At that second, Rita's bathroom door opened.
Oh my God, get out! This is a total invasion of privacy.
Rita, what is all this? The director gave me the diet menu today, and she said she's always given it to you whenever you put on weight. But now I think you have an eating disorder.
My eating disorder led to my breakdown. I thought it was a harmless diet, But they kept telling me that I was still too heavy, so I started starving myself. But I'd get hungry and stuff my face, and the pressure to look perfect got to me. And then I projected my own insecurities onto Vlad. Irina, I was never jealous of you. I just didn't want you to suffer like I did.
Oh my god, I had no idea. I am so sorry.
But it doesn't excuse my behavior. It's turned me into a monster.
I hugged Rita tight and let her cry for a while. And after that, we went straight to the agency to take care of business. But when we arrived, Mom was there, and when she saw Rita, she freaked.
What is she doing here? Irina, I came here to help you sign a contract for a new business deal. We could get into huge trouble if someone sees you two together.
Forget it, Mom. I'm not filling in for Rita anymore. I'm done. You care more about money than you do your daughter's health and well-being. This agency totally mistreated Rita and the other models. And if I stay any longer, I'll go down the same dark path she did.
Oh, Irina, don't be overly dramatic. Rita's breakdown had nothing to do with the agency.
Rita was about to answer when we heard footsteps behind us. And when we turned around, it was Vlad. I hadn't spoken to him since the other day. His eyes got huge as he stared at Rita and me.
Rita, you have a twin?
Actually, I'm not Rita. My name is Irina, and I've been secretly filling in for Rita since last month. She didn't want to continue modeling, but they were going to sue us, and she quit before her contract ended, and...
It was her you've been hanging out with this whole time.
I don't understand. So you both lied to me and the whole world about all this?
It wasn't our choice! Vlad walked away before I could finish, and I was devastated. I wanted to go after him, but I had to take care of other things first. I called Dad right away, and with his help, we filed a lawsuit against both the agency and Mom for mistreatment and fraud. Dad got custody of Rita and got her the therapy she needed, and I was still able to get my stories published. But our little switcheroo was all over the news, and Vlad was still ignoring our calls. Then one day, Vlad texted me to meet him at a cafe, but he said he didn't want to talk to Rita. That was weird. So talk to me. How come you asked me to come here but not Rita?
Because you're the one I want to be with. Irina, you're a better person than Rita is. I was hurt that you lied, but I know you had your reasons.
I'm not a better person than Rita. I just had it way easier than her. She still loves you and wants a second chance.
But she hurt me too deeply, and I don't think I can ever love her the same. You're the one I want to be with.
My heart raced as Vlad took my hands and I stared into his deep, dark eyes. Vlad, maybe someday we can be together. But right now, I have to focus on myself. I've been living my sister's life for too long, and I've lost touch with who I am. Still, I've loved every moment I spent with you.
Me too. Good luck, Irina.
And with that, I left the cafe with a smile, ready to start a new chapter of my life.